Welcome to the Oakdale Mentorship Camp, where teens embark on a journey of transformation and self-discovery.
Children are struggling to find who they are. They are living and surviving by the day with no deep meaning. So we have found that they're making many mistakes. They're making wrong choices. They're learning from the wrong sources. Oakdale has positioned itself to be a bridge. In our recent camp, which was themed Overcoming Teenage Battles, Season 2, we have found it to be true that they're not sharing some of these struggles with their parents for fear of judgment, for fear of being mistaken. They feel that their parents won't understand them enough. So when we created Season 2, we wanted to further the conversations over the things that they're struggling with.
I chose peer pressure because it is one of the things that forces people into doing things that they wouldn't have wanted to do. It's basically an external force. Someone feels that they're being pushed against the wall, so they end up doing things. Some of these could not be very good. Now, when we look at peer pressure, there is the good bit of it where we talk about the positive peer pressure, where probably a teenager could help a fellow peer into doing something that grows them, something that is going to benefit them. But then when we look at the negative, it is quite a lot. Peer pressure is one of the greatest challenges in everyone's life.
We talked to them in groups, we went out for activities, we shared so many things. But teenagers, when they are a group, they can act in one way. You find one can be very stubborn, very jolly, very everything. But when it comes for counseling one-on-one, and he tells you what he's going through, you realize that we are all, maybe like my book says, we are all living a lie. He can be very jolly on the outside, but he has things eating him on the inside. I had one young person I talked to both boys and girls, and he was there and everything, but something which was haunting him was a relationship with his father and his mother and a stepmother. That alone was affecting his life, it was affecting his studies, it was affecting everything that he was up to. There's another, and I talked to a girl. For her, it was an issue of affirmation. Like, she felt she needed somebody to talk to. Like, she's not confident in who she is. Talking about her experiences here and there. And it isn't really like what they are talking of is very important. It is just about the meaning that they want to talk. So you talk to somebody goes talking like almost 2 hours, then they call you, it is time to eat lunch or dinner. They say, let us finish, then you come and talk like they really want somebody to talk to.
Over 5 transformative days, teens engage in interactive sessions focused on character building, career planning, and personal responsibility.
Coach Reza talked about the 3 A's: awareness, acceptance, and action. Being aware of the people and things around us, the things we do, accepting others and ourselves as we are in order to grow, and taking action on the things that we want to do, not staying in the planning process for too long.
We even had a prayer session with a couple of friends of mine that we met from here. And we prayed about lots of things like the country, family, friends, and all that kind of stuff. And it just felt so wonderful.
What I've been able to learn about in the camp, I've learned to be helpful, I've learned to be cheerful, I've learned to be kind to my friends.
We learned about peer pressure, and there are different types of peer pressure, like negative peer pressure and positive peer pressure, and many others. And we also had a comfort zone challenge yesterday, which taught us how to be patient, and we should always work together with our friends.
The teaching of avoiding peer pressure helped me a lot. Like, since this part of high school, I'm going to high school, and I don't want to join those bad peer groups.
I loved the music, everything went wow. And also they gave us a challenge, which was actually challenging, as it goes in the name. It was about trusting your teammates.
This camp is so interesting, it's fun, you get to make new friends, learn new things. We've had so many sessions teaching us about the Word of God. We've learned very many things about peer pressure, decision making, living the way of God.
We also got to know like how to make the right decisions, what phases to go through as like you're making the right decision. You need to first think about the thing, then like it has to clock in your mind. I need to think thoroughly, and if it's something bad, you need to say no.
Hiking, like the comfort zone challenge, like we have been having very many games. We have been playing basketball, some have been playing football. I've been enjoying many things.
Like for example, the forest challenge we did on Thursday, like as we were going through the forest, it was not a straight path. We had to keep turning right, turning left, we had to keep on jumping over branches. So that's how we know life is not easy, but life is a journey.
We have learned to always respect our parents, and we should never live lies, and we should always stay away from drinking, smoking.
When he blindfolded me and he said I had to lead everybody to where to go and explain to them where to like not pass and then to pass, it puts a lot of pressure on somebody who's there. So that taught me how to keep calm and keep your comrades to be safe and let them guide them in a safe way. Yeah.
When I first came to the camp, I expected it to be fun and educational, and all my expectations were met. So I made new friends, I learned more things about relationships, I learned things that will help me build my future and guide me. I learned how to overcome teenage battles like relationships, dating, drugs and all those stuff.
We have found this camp to be a healthy experience that has enabled us to mature and grow and experience some things that we have never experienced before. And I think I, for one, can say for the rest of these guys that this has been fun, and we'd love to do it again, and we encourage others to do it too.
We have got to have the end in our minds, and we have got to know that the life we are in, it is a journey, and it is always difficult for us to complete the journey without support from our friends, from our mentors, and from people who are supportive to us.
We want to extend our gratitude to all the parents who have trusted us with their children. You have given them a lifetime opportunity to meet people who have them at heart. We have young people at heart. We have a hunger to see that this generation is grounded in purpose and in identity, and that as they dream forward and as they go about life, they go with meaning, and that they live with purpose.
If our community overcame the impacts of negative peer pressure, then it would all be well. We would have less drug addicts. We wouldn't have criminals, people grabbing bags and, things like that. We would have no people with probably mental disorders, behavioral disorders. Why? Because it is free of this kind of pressure.
Talking to a teenager right now who's listening to me, you're not going to be a boy or you're not going to be a girl forever. There's something called instant gratification, where you have these feelings, you have these desires that you want to satisfy right now. But all choices have consequences. Don't make the mistakes that I did. I'm still paying for them right now, I wish I could have done things better, different, but it's never too late for me, and it's never too late for you. Have hope, make the right decision, and you can change your life.
At Oakdale Brook, we believe that every teen has the potential to overcome their battles and thrive.